Well, I'm joined now by the military historian and defence analyst Chris Newton. Chris, I mean, just speaking to Oleg there, he has reinforced this opinion that some people hold that the West should commit to a no-fly zone and believes that Putin actually has an appetite to threaten other countries. We've seen pictures of the Belarusian president standing in front of a map suggesting that Moldova could be a next target. But Oleg Sukhov there saying that he believes Russia would use conventional tactics, tanks and bombs, and we shouldn't be afraid of nuclear conflict. And in fact, this is just blackmail from Putin. What's your interpretation of that?
Hello, Alex. It's good to be here. He could be right. He could be right, but I have to look at the evidence, and the evidence is that Russia has used Novichok and plutonium on the streets of Britain before. They have made various nuclear threats before. They have a doctrine. The Russians have a doctrine, an escalate to de-escalate a doctrine, a first strike nuclear doctrine, which could potentially allow for the use of tactical nuclear weapons. And if you look at what someone like Fiona Hill, the British American, former American official for the State Department, she says that we have to take these threats very seriously. So I'm afraid I really do understand the arguments that were just made, but that's a massive risk to assume that Putin wouldn't use nuclear weapons, given that so many analysts have said that Putin wouldn't invade Ukraine, would he? So we have to be very careful there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to me as well that, we must have some sort of intelligence that calls into question Putin's determination and his mental state. Otherwise, it seems to me we probably would be committing more to the fray. But what about this threat to other parts of Europe? Like I said, we've seen Lukashenko standing in front of a map that purportedly seems to show that Moldova is part of a strategy for invasion. You had Oleg Sukhov there saying that the threat could easily extend to other former USSR satellite states. Do you think that that is in Putin's design, or is he prepared to stop, say, at Russia, Belarus and Ukraine and create, this imagined new country, super country of Eurasia?
That's certainly his vision. His vision is to create sort of a new Russian empire, which is very much modelled on the old Russian empires. His vision is to certainly to bring Ukraine in, and that would also bring in, if you take for example the wars of Peter the Great, the Baltics as well. So certainly he has a desire to do that. What we could do is to boost deterrence in the NATO countries, in the Baltics, and hopefully that will deter him from attacking the other countries which are part of NATO. Remember, he is invading Ukraine. He's not invading the Baltics, which probably would have been an easier operation. So he's going for Ukraine because obviously Ukraine's not part of NATO. So there could be a degree of deterrence there, but then again, I could be wrong. He could go for the Baltics next, but the best we can do is to boost deterrence, is to increase our defence spending, and to put more troops in the Baltics, Poland, and the other countries as well.
Chris Newton, thank you ever so much.